Hello, y'all. This video is called Why Alphas Aren't for Everyone. The truth is that a lot of women, we want alphas because alphas make us feel more feminine. They bring out the softer side of us. Oh, he's taking care of everything. He got me. Whenever I need something, he's providing. Whenever I want something, he's got my back. I don't have to worry. He's a gentleman, whatever, blah, blah, blah. You have all these things in your mind of what a real man is supposed to be. And it feels good, I'm not going to lie. I myself, I have a lot of masculine energy. I'm very ambitious, very determined. Sometimes the whole mushy love thing kind of makes me uncomfortable. I'm not that kind of person who just gets off on a guy showing me his sensitive side. It kind of turns me off. But at the same time, it's what I attract because it's the opposite of my energy. That's not something that everybody can deal with. Not everybody can deal with what they attract. And it can be hard. It can be hard because, you say to yourself, I really want this kind of person because this kind of person will make me more like this. But that's not what we get. We attract what we don't have. It's a kind of a weird concept, right? Because you think, well, if I'm dominant and if I'm, ambitious, then I'm going to attract the kind of guy who's dominant and ambitious. No, it doesn't work like that. Like attracts like in the sense that your friends and your peers and the people who you actually like work with and who you hang out with, they're usually going to be how you are. But in terms of who you're romantically compatible with, it's usually somebody who's the opposite of what you give off. I wish it wasn't so. I'm serious. I really wish it wasn't like that because, when I attract a guy who's very sensitive, it makes me feel good, but it also makes me feel like aggressive. You know what I'm saying? It brings out the aggressive side of me, the side of me, the who I am, and sometimes I want to be more feminine, but it's just not who I am. Now, I'm a woman all day, every day, I love my femininity, but the truth is I'm not the kind of woman who wants to have kids or wants to take care of a home and cook and clean for the man. That's not the kind of energy I give off. So I notice the kind of guys that I attract are the ones who want to take care of me, the ones who are gentle and soft and who are compassionate. And it's what I like because it's what I'm too hard for that. That's not my natural default. So I fall in love because of that, but if it's too much and he doesn't give me that sense of, kind of like strong masculinity sometimes, and I have to temper myself so that I don't push him away or, become repulsed by him because that's happened too, because when you fall in love, you kind of see yourself like, okay, this is it. All right. At some point in time, I am going to get lazy and comfortable and maybe put my dreams on the side and like just kind of get caught up in this whole love thing. And it can be scary sometimes to some people if they're not ready to go down that path. So why I say alphas isn't for everybody is because you should not try to force yourself to be with somebody who you're not necessarily compatible with. I've tried it. I've tried to change my energy. I've tried to be more passive and lean back and be more feminine. And the result has always been disastrous. I mean, seriously. Because eventually, their alpha brings out my alpha, and there's always this kind of like nebulous energy between us two of like trying to figure each other out. You can't fake your energy, all right? Don't even try to fake your energy. You can try to you can not say as much, or try to act like you don't care about something. But it's almost like once you have sex with a guy and you try not to call and you try to act like you ain't really concerned. But if you around, like when you do come around them, they can still feel the weight of your expectations. And you don't even, I didn't do this, and I didn't do this, and I follow. It don't matter. Your energy is your energy, and it's felt. Whether you try to pretend or downplay it or act like you ain't, when you come around, they feel it. Okay, just like you feel it when a man, when you never have to ask if a man loves you or cares about you because if he does, he shows it. That's just how it is. Sorry. And I mean, people can like stay away from you, but that's a clear indication that they value their freedom more than they want to be with you. You know what I'm saying? Love is stupid. I don't care what anybody says. Love is stupid. Love is egoless. You know, it's that kind of, whatever. Just bring it all to me. Let me have it. I need it. You know, and it's everything's relative. But with love, it's like, yo, I don't care. We'll make any excuse in the world to be with somebody if we love them. So, um, alpha males tend to want to be with women who are very feminine, you know, and just naturally in their who they are, you know, their demeanor, their energy. It's very um I don't want to say light, but it's not extroverted. You know what I'm saying? You could be bubbly and you could be, you know, have fun and laugh and have a life. You could still be ambitious. But feminine energy is just, it's an energetic thing that a lot of masculine women have a problem with because, you know, we, not all of us have it, you know, or we might have a little bit of it or whatever, and we're scared to go down that path because we're so strong or we don't want to lose all that, you know, firecracker that we have. So just as a few examples of my mistakes and mishaps with trying to chase or trying to catch an alpha male is that we become friends or we become enemies because we're so much alike. You know, we're very, you know, goal oriented. We have drives and dreams, and sometimes it can even turn competitive in a way that's not helpful to anybody. So stay in your lane. You know, if you're the ambitious kind of person and you're a little more masculine than feminine, and you're not the kind of girly girl, you know, you're not really the kind of woman who will let a man kind of take the lead sometimes when they need to, and you have to prove that you can do it. Be who you are, because what's going to come to you, you, every beta guy is not gay. You know what I'm saying? Or like feminine. Like all betas are not like that. Some betas are just they're gentlemen. You know, they don't need to be, you know, showing all their strength and might and everything. And they kind of like a woman who's fiery and fierce. But you got to be the kind of woman who brings out the alpha moments in him so that he still feels like a man, and you don't make him feel like he's a little boy because he's not. You know, I used to be that kind of person. Like if the dude wasn't dragging me by my hair, you know what I'm saying, and making me feel like, you know, I was back in the Stone Ages, then he wasn't man enough. And then I eventually felt like, all right, if you're gonna let me walk all over you, then I'm gonna walk all over you because I don't need you. You know, and it left me alone. You know, it left me confused and trying to change who I was to attract somebody who I wasn't necessarily compatible with. So I'm wrapping this video up at around 8 minutes and some change. Stay in your lane. First of all, figure out who you are. Embrace who you are. If you don't like who you are, change who you are. But don't change who you are to attract a partner that, you know, you think is going to make you better. Be better because you don't like some things about yourself that you can be better with. But when it comes to partnership, you want to be around somebody who you can actually be yourself with so that you don't feel like you're putting on, you know, that you got to work all day and then work all night and then work in the time that y'all spending together trying to convince them that you are the perfect match. You're going to play yourself. So this is your girl, Phoenix Novell, signing off. If you have any questions, email me at asktheboss@gmail.com. Peace.